YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I just want to give you an update on what happened here with this truck. I'll just give you a fine detail of what happened. Alright, so I went home, parked the truck, and decided to go to work. Back to work, got in the truck, turned the keys. Only thing I saw on the dashboard was just that hill assist, ABS light, flashing DF red light, DF light, solid, flashing. And it took me by surprise, honestly, because everything was fine when I parked it, but yet when it's time to drive, I see all that. Froze me in my tracks. Man, from past experience, it taught me not to panic, you know, just be patient. So there was some code that popped up on the screen, in which I'm going to put in the video. There's some code, two codes that popped up that had to do with ECM. That's it's not reading the information that's sent to the ECM. That's one, and the next one, of course, you know, talking about ABS and all that stuff. But mostly it was electrical. So what I did, I started my research. I jumped to the truck, went to the glove box, and started to test every single fuse and relay. I had a little tester, so I started to test it. When I'm done with that, I went to the SAM chassis and I checked. Here I am, and I checked this one here, opened the box, and checked every fuse and relay right here. Then I opened this relay box and I checked every fuse and relay right here. Since I'm not pleased with that, checked everything. I checked the PNDB right here, the PNDB module. I even removed it and checked all the fuse that's inside to see if that was a problem. That's still not a problem. I went ahead and went all the way down here to the ECM down here, and I pulled it off. I pulled the two connections. There's one here and one here, one here and one here, and I pulled those, went under the truck and pulled those off, just to ensure that there was no issues. I pulled it, sprayed them off, put them back in. Still the same thing. Keep turning the key, same thing. When I turned the key, it sounded as if it jammed. Bam! So I thought the engine was jammed because I checked everything. I see what's up there. I had a stock. The engine was, and I started to think, because I'm like, I just replaced the engine. You know, 100,000 miles, and now I need a new engine. So I went to the starter. I went under there, checked the starter. I'm like, I just put a new starter on. What are you talking about? And everything was good, because it was a new starter and everything. You know, I replaced the starter on it anyway. So the good thing about it, I had a mechanic there at where I parked, and he came and I told him what was happening, and he came and he jumped the truck. You know, he tried jumping it from the starter to the alternators. We jumped the truck, you know, turned over, so I knew it wasn't an engine. So I'm like, yes, it's electrical. So I continued my diagnosis, man. I had a friend of mine who came over with his DDL, with his computer, and he hooked it up, and we checked the batteries, we checked all the cables. I went around and check even the ABS lines right here, because there are some ABS lines right here. I pulled it off, checked them, sprayed them out, and put them back together. I went and did a full diagnosis of the truck for myself. The truck still wouldn't start. He came and tested everything for me, and I was on the verge of getting a tow truck to take it to the dealer, and I'm like, you know what, let me just make that one check with that guy and let him hook up his computer on it and see what he did. So he hooked it up and he said he couldn't figure it out. Then he went in and pulled that CPC out, and he said there's power to the CPC, but there's something fishy about it. And he went out and got another CPC from another truck, and he came and put the CPC from the other truck in my truck, just hooked it up, turned the key, and the truck started. No issues. It just started. And he said, dude, this is your problem. And I went to the Freightliner dealer and I gave it to them, the old one to them, and they said they reprogram it in a day. You know, I should come back tomorrow. I gave them today. They said come back tomorrow and they'll have it done, you know, and stuff. So I learned a big lesson right there, because I never thought in 100 years that it was the CPC that would have gone bad, giving me instances like that. So all the lights that I had, I've been struggling with, because I was struggling with this hill assist and the ABS light and that red triangle that pops up from time to time. Plus my e-logs couldn't find the location where I was, you know. So I had issues with my e-logs as well. You know, it started running for a while, then it goes away, and it conks out. Then you know, I got no reading and all that stuff. Can't find me. But the moment I bought that CPC, the new one, and put it in, every code went away. Everything went, and the truck is back to normal. One thing I must say is that at the Freightliner dealer, I realized on the comment section, they said that they reset the parameters on the new CPC that they had done in 2018. As far as I can remember, in 2018 when I got this truck, I brought it there, and they replaced the DEF filters. I gave it to them, and I know that they reset the parameters and all that stuff. When my guy hooked up the DDL, his computer on it, he told me that, you know, there was some ash accumulation and all that stuff that needs to be cleared and all that stuff. So I know that needs to be done. Maybe, you know, the filters need to be changed. But when I think about it, it's been 5 years to the day since Freightliner did their stuff on my truck in terms of reprogramming it. So they giving me this new CPC tells me that I have another 5 years or less with this new one before it goes out. And it's so fishy, because I realize that these dealers and the computerized stuff, they are set as if they're set on timers, so as a lifespan for everything that's computerized. It's so funny. So that was my thing. And I would say that if you're having problems with electronically with your e-logs on the dash, with your hill assist, with the truck giving you shake information, check on the CPC 4. That's the first thing you should check on, because the PNDB might go bad, yes, but at the end of the day, the CPC is getting information from the ECM, and if the ECM cannot, if the CPC cannot get information from the ECM, of course the truck will not function, because because it couldn't start. And even when I jumped the truck to start, I had nothing on the throttle, it was dead, you know. So there was nothing on the board in terms of gauge for the transmission, nothing. The truck was actually dead. So the CPC 4 is considered like the brain of the truck, and because it's the brain, that's the first place we should look. and alleviate all the other headaches and all that stuff when it comes to it. All right, so I wanted to share that. I know it's long and lengthy, but it's something that somebody else might have been struggling with, may have made some bad decisions with, or I might say someone who might be in the same situation and don't know what to do. But I believe this will help you. All right, so until next time, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing video, and catch you on the next one. Peace. YouTube, back in here with another video. On YouTube, in this video, I got a problem, some electronic problem. It's that flashing light and all that. Yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. Truck was running fine. Just got an oil change done. You know, it was raining down here in South Florida and all that. Got an oil change and just parked the truck. And for a few days, 3-4 days, and I'm back ready to work. Turn the key on. This is what I get right there. And I got some codes on the board. Definitely got some codes on the board. Let's see what's going on here. Diagnostic. Says 2 active codes. ABS. For my 810. It's 1. 839. Those are the 2. I'll keep you posted on what's the diagnostic. Alright, YouTube, so CPC was the problem. So I got the new CPC and put it in, and I'm gonna do the connections. So it's a plug and play. So we start the truck, see what's going on. Looks good. Truck starts. Thank you, Lord. Yep. So the problem was my CPC giving me that problem. And I'm gonna have a little chit chat on the things that I observed that gave us so many problems and issues, and things that you should look forward for to indicate that the CPC is out. Stay tuned.